We're on our way to pick up a patient, Casper, who continues to be part of our program. We'll do home visits and see patients in their home and treat them for their substance use disorder. It's not uncommon for us to do that.
Dr. Louisa Marion-Bellemare is in the fight of her life. Her hometown of Timmins, Ontario is in crisis. Over the past few years, the overdose death rates here have been some of the highest in the country.
Our city of 42,000 people having death rates of higher than Vancouver, higher than Toronto. We have to change something here in our community. This is not right.
Where are you going?
Hop in.
Cool.
Move my boots, buddy. Move my boots, Casper.
Yeah. How's your day?
All good. Busy.
Busy?
I think the first time I met you, you came in because you wanted to stop using drugs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Casper is going to the hospital for a check-in. Dr. Marion-Bellemare wants to make sure the treatment is still working.
It doesn't have to be a scheduled time.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So you haven't used opiates now in how long?
5 months. It will be 5 months now.
Yeah. And when's the last time in your life that you've gone 5 months without using opiates?
I've been on opiates for 10 years before this. I feel good.
Yeah. How's life?
Good.
It's still early in Casper's recovery, but in a town in the middle of an overdose crisis, he's a glimmer of hope.
Just like I'm getting my kids back too. My kids are living with me now.
Like that in itself for you is...
That's everything to me.
Could the treatment that helped Casper represent a solution to the opiate crisis across the country? The first thing I learned is that before Dr. Marion-Bellemare started her program, the hospital wasn't a welcoming place for people with drug addictions.
Before I would come here, and the doctors and nurses would just think I'm seeking for pills and just totally ignore me. Even if I was brought here with the ambulance, sometimes I would OD, and then I wake up here, I know how I'm getting treated right away, I just leave.
A major overdose crisis in the city, and people with opiate addictions weren't welcome at the hospital. Emergency Dr. Chris Loretto admits that was true.
We didn't have a formalized way of treating people with substance abuse. Okay. And so we would just sort of babysit them, give them something for their anxieties, and then send them on their way.
And even when the new approach to treating people with addiction started, Dr. Loretto didn't like it.
I gotta be honest, I was not a big fan of this program. I didn't think we had the resources, I didn't think we had the time, and I gotta be biased, I didn't think this population deserved it. I blame the patient. I thought they're in that situation because of their own life choices. You know, if they want to stop, they can stop.
Well, they must not want care.
Yeah. Well,
But some of them are
because it's a cookie cutter approach, right?
It was Dr. Marion-Bellemare who helped Dr. Loretto see things in a new way.
And then you realize why I do this job. Right? You do this job to take care of people because people matter. And I think the fact that the team is able to convince an old school guy like myself and some of my colleagues, I think is a big step in the right direction.
Making the hospital a place for people with addictions feel welcome was the first step. Another big change is the treatment itself.
All right, so Brian, this is shot number what for you?
Dr. Julie Sampson is one of the lead doctors on the
That's
team.
awesome. No cravings, nothing like that?
No cravings.
All right, how do you feel about getting your shot now? Is it nice and frozen?
Yeah.
To control the urge to use opiates, patients get a monthly injection of buprenorphine.
Let's get that going. When I'm giving the injection, I'm so happy for them because they're doing so well and they haven't died. Are you ready? A little poke.
It took courage, but Dr. Sampson and her team decided to do something that nobody else had done.
It stings a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
The regular protocol is to wait a week once someone is admitted before injecting this drug.
No.
But in Timmins, they give the shot within 24 to 48 hours.
We don't have time to wait for data for randomized controlled trials. People are dying. We had to change what we were doing because what we were doing initially and following the protocols wasn't working.
130 patients have come through the Timmins program in the last year.
Yeah.
Brian Tomagatic says he's been off opiates for 9 months now. He tells me that when other people struggling with addiction see how well he's doing, they want in.
Yeah, they come over and we talk, and they're big. Brian, how do you get on the program? I want to be clean like you. How do you do it? You make it look so easy. I say, I got someone in the hospital I can call. They usually listen to me. I usually pay their cab to the hospital, and I'll bring them to the hospital myself just to make sure they go.
You pay for people's cabs or drive them here. How come?
I had a lot of friends die from this stuff. A lot of friends. I had like at least 20 friends around town within a short period of time,
And that's the story across the country. Almost 23,000 people have died of opiate overdoses in Canada in the last 5 years. That's why what's happening in Timmins matters. Dr. Marion-Bellemare says the changes inside the hospital aren't enough. She believes more needs to be done out on the street.
There are still a substantial group of people out there who want to quit using drugs, but actually can't and don't know how. Those are the people we need to reach. We need to be going to find them, because the next day, if we don't find them and they want help, they could be dead.
And so Dr. Marion-Bellemare and Dr. Sampson tag along with outreach workers to find people for their treatment program.
At least it's warmer. This morning was freezing.
They meet William, who's deaf, and they ask him how he's doing.
So is there anything I can do for you today? Yeah?
William is homeless, but he says he doesn't need help with addictions.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later, buddy.
Bye.
There's someone else out here on the street, following the doctor's lead, who might surprise you. The Timmins police have started to do outreach as well. Meet 20-year veteran Constable Leah Blanchette.
Oh, there's some people. Good. Anybody interested in a muffin? Sure. They have some muffins? Yes. Hi, I'm Constable Blanchette from Timmins Police. When I started, people would run away from me, and they would say to me, well, we can't be seen with you because you're a rat or you're in trouble if you're seen with the police. What's your name, sir?
Richie.
Richie? Hi, Richie. So, Richie, what my job at Timmins Police is to help people get connected to agencies who might need help with housing, substance use, alcohol use. Is there anything I could do to help you? Not at this time? Oh, Norman, hello, how are you?
If you think what Constable Blanchette is doing is a gimmick, have a look at what happens next. Norman asks for help with his drug use.
So is it often enough?
Often, yeah.
Okay.
That's almost daily.
Yeah, okay. And do you think that you can go into a rehab center or a detox center and go without for a few days? Can you manage that? Yeah?
I would.
Yes, here's my business card. Give me a shout. Leah is my name. Yeah. I'm proud of you for coming and asking for help. I know that's not easy.
Thank you.
Okay, you take care.
Someone admitting they have a drug problem to a police officer. That's something else Timmins has accomplished. And Constable Blanchette has referred more than 100 people to the doctor's treatment program in the last 6 months. That's more proof that Timmins remains a town in trouble. And Dr. Marion-Bellemare and Dr. Sampson see that every day.
Joey!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Joey!
What are you up to?
Joey!
Working my ass off.
That's Joey Pro. He's a gentleman that I met actually during an emerge shift. It was a night shift. I was working by myself, and he came in overdosed, and he had received Narcan. Are you still on treatment, Joey? Or
No, I kind of stopped that, but I have to go back on this.
anytime. If you ever want treatment again, you know you can go to the emerge 24 hours a day, and all you have to say in the emerge is, I'm here to get help for my addiction, right?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That day, all the doctors could do was try to convince Joey to return to their program.
Okay.
But a few weeks later, Joey Perreault died of an overdose. Solving the addiction crisis is one of the toughest challenges for any town. But Dr. Marion-Bellemare and Dr. Sampson aren't giving up. And the calls they've had from all across the country about what they've done here in Timmins, that recognition helps them keep going in the fight to help their hometown. Nick Purdon, CBC News, Timmins, Ontario.